Yes, I do. What? Tingnan niyo itong admin ko. Ang aga-aga nagmumura ka na kagad. Huwag ka magmura. I'm pretty sure it's just a typo, right? It's the big thumb of my admin. She didn't mean that.
Minasan, konnichiwa, I'm ICEE.
This discussion has been kind of like ongoing in my head for quite a while. Super shouty to It's Me Retro if you're there. I'm just gonna tell the context of this. So It's Me Retro actually kind of like made me aware of this supposedly term. And if you're not new in my stream, you pretty much know that I don't like certain trends, certain trends that are for clickbait or click rage. Is it click rage? Is that the term? But anyways, LBH, of course, I do listen from you guys from time to time. It did pique my interest because it's actually aligning to what I'm trying to come up with the next stream that I really want to talk about. Especially we are talking about emotional intelligence on our later or recent streams.
Yeah.
So when I found out what this means, loser back home, I just really think this is the perfect timing for me to also get whatever I was trying to want to share with you guys, because it definitely aligned with what I'm trying to say or share. And make sure if you have trigger points, make sure to practice to be mature enough and to be adult enough to actually control all your rages and just explain the side of your story. It's agree to disagree. Do not insist on your belief. We're not scientists here. This is just a discussion. So at the end, do not take things personal. If you think something kind of like speaks to you, somebody is trying to describe you, then do the internal thing. Analyze yourself. Why do you feel hurt? Why does these things actually makes you angry? Rather than blame it on the people in the chat or even more. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna learn a lot from you guys too. If you are such a snowflake, guys, just a warning. You should probably leave. This is gonna be a trigger point for a lot of people. So I really, really, really want to know your thoughts about this, because this is not just for men, but also we can talk about the woman side as well, because we cannot just be in one side of the story. And this is like a huge thing. So I'm trying to think of this very lightly, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people would agree at some point of what I'm going to say. But I feel there's a huge influx of Western men that are man-child. Oh, But if you're not included in what I'm gonna try and describe and discuss for tonight, ayan, please do not get triggered, because I want this to be a wonderful, entertaining discussion. I don't want to discuss this in a very serious matter, because sometimes when you're too serious, people think that you're angry, you're discriminating, you're belittling someone. I don't want you guys to come from that. I want to talk about this because I really do care about the next generation of men on earth, because I do observe and I don't like what I observe. But with that being said, we are not just going to talk about just the guys as well. We're going to talk about it as a whole. We're going to talk about maturity, accountability, emotional intelligence, and all of the things that I've shared and all of the things that we try to explore with my streams, including me. Ayan, things that we've learned, stories that you can share, how you can spot things and what to look out for. I did made a poll. Are you willing to date a man-child or woman-child? 63% says no. But there is 36% of them that says maybe, and it depends. And I want to know the explanation behind this, because not everyone share the same perspective with people, and I do want to learn more. I do want to kind of like get a glimpse of what people's understanding of what maturity is and what a man-child is and what is a woman-child is. And that's why I have all of these things, diba? We have all our inner child, guys. Don't get me wrong. We all do have that. But there are certain things that differentiate child between an adult and between an adult that matured enough. Oh my God, I can't avoid my little girl of me. See, we all have our inner child. My inner child is probably this. I like things. I like doing dress up. I like to be, princess from time to time. I like to basically be out and about. We all have that inner child, guys. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to feel young all the time. How many of you guys even says, I want to be young again. I want to be a child again. No responsibility, no obligation, just so carefree. It's all us. But life is you have to be an adult if you want to survive, in this messy world. 36% is a big number. Yes. So that means for all the man-child and woman-child out there, there's this 36% that would love and accept you. For that matter, do the necessary things to get better in life. The thing is with relationship, with marriage, with anything, of course, at first, we're always going to be lovey-dovey. It takes a lot of work. So if you're not matured enough, and you're always going to say like, well, he or she has to love me for who I am. What if the real you is... You know what I'm saying? Really? You really want to put that thing on that person that you're supposedly love? Changes are good. Changes can be good. Changes can be bad or good, but whatever it is, it's your choice. So be accountable in every choices you make in your life. Not that I'm saying I don't do mistakes. Of course I do. We all do. Nothing is perfect. No one is clean and no one is pure. Just be realistic. That's all I'm saying. I think I fucked up my hair. And let's see. Okay. And as I've said, guys, if I laugh at certain things, it doesn't mean that I'm belittling you. We laugh because something is probably funny and we can actually express that in ICEE without judgment, without shame. This is just for discussion. Agree to disagree. But if you get buttered, just get out. Okay? If you cannot take this, if you cannot take the trigger points, I would suggest you leave. Ganon. If they're not here, please refrain from saying things, ayan, where they cannot. This is another... I'm gonna give you a pass because I know you're drunk, ayan. But this is what I'm trying to say, guys. We can always have an inner child. When you're drunk, your inner child comes out sometimes. I don't like when people are calling out people in streams when the person that they're calling out with is not even there. For me, that would be equivalent to being a man-child.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
See, this is the thing. When I say these things, it doesn't mean it pertains to you, especially with you, William. But I'm just saying these are the things that we usually do in our certain lives. And I'm saying I'd have no problems with William being like this because we kind of like understand the context of their beef. But for me, as a person, as an outsider, when you do things like this, it would come out to some people as man-child. And this is one of the things that I feel a lot of people are doing. They would always call out people that they don't like because they're not there, or they're not answering back. You can always do this in the right way. If you really have beef with them, confront them on their face. When they go to stream, go to their stream, And I understand these streamers sometimes, they banned you. Not you particularly, I mean general. They would ban people because they're not aligning to the narration of the host. But what do you expect? Each of us has hypocrisy in us. No one, everybody's guilty in this one. It's just a matter of what kind of level is your hypocrisy. Oh my God. I don't know if I can filter this one out, guys. So if you are really, really, really very sensitive and you can take things personal, I swear to God, this is not for you. I just don't want this out. I just want to explore this. This is not coming from a bad place. This is just saying things that I personally observe. People has nothing to do with this, mine alone. My thoughts that I am willing to share with everyone. And if you disagree with me, it's fine. It's a discussion. You can discuss it with me, why you disagree and stuff like that. And maybe I can understand some perspective that I couldn't, and I will change my mind if I have to. Get it? Ganon. Sa mga Pilipino dyan, yun, kapag hindi kayo masyadong komportable magsalita ng ng English o ng kahit anong lingwahe, Bisaya hindi ko rin maintindihan. Pero marami tayong mga Bisaya sa chat. So, pwede nila i-translate sa akin. So, don't get shy to talk in Tagalog, in English, in Japanese, in Portuguese, the languages that I know. But if I don't know any of that language, let's stick with English. If people get offended as they feel it relates to them, please lace that shoe up and wear it. Where's my palo-palo? Ayan. Are you fucking with me, guys? Don't you fuck with me, okay? It's so early. Ayan. Okay, wag makulit. Behave. We're gonna try to behave today, okay? Hello. 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 Is it me you're looking for? Okay. Never mind.
Ay, caramba!
Please, 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 if you're not subscribed, turn on all notifications so you won't miss me, okay?